So I have owned an Apple AirTag since launch. It's the only Apple products that I've ever pre-ordered, probably because, well, it's only £29 and it doesn't break the bank like other Apple products. And over the past year that I've owned an AirTag, I have become increasingly more reliant on it. So I am quite a clumsy person who tends to place their keys down or their wallet down and completely forget where they are. And yeah, I use the AirTag pretty much every day. And one of the best things about the AirTag is that price point. Coming in at sort of 29 to 35 quid, it for me has become a go-to gift. If I know someone's got an iPhone and I'm not too sure what to get them, an AirTag is my go-to gift just because I know it's something that they're going to appreciate and they're going to use more than they think. And like me, they'll probably become a little bit dependent on it. So in this video, I'm going to give you a full overview of the Apple AirTag, my thoughts on it, how I've used it over the past year, and also a little bit of a cautionary tale. So I had my wallet stolen a few months ago and it did have an Apple AirTag in it, and I'll tell you a little bit more about that later on. So when it comes to the basic stuff like finding your keys and wallet in the house, this is something that I use nearly every day. So I'll open up the Find My app and ping the Apple AirTag and it works really well. I do have an iPhone 12, so working with the AirTag, it can sort of give you an arrow and point you in the right direction of the tag. I find this a little bit hit or miss. I don't tend to use it very often just because feels a little bit gimmicky and it's not overly reliable. Sometimes it will be telling me to sort of look behind me when I know the AirTag's in front of me. So I don't really use that feature where it points you in the direction of the tag. I just ping it and get the AirTag to make some noise. Works more than well enough for me. So one of the coolest things about the AirTag is you can also find your stuff if you lose them out and about in the wild. AirTags work by connecting to other iPhones' GPS signals to pinpoint the location of the AirTag. So if you lose your AirTag somewhere and someone walks by it with an iPhone, it'll piggyback off of that iPhone to figure out where the AirTag is located and you can go ahead and find it. I had my wallet stolen a few months ago, and this is a little bit of a cautionary tale about the AirTags. So I was out with work drinking, and when I'm out with work, I'll be wearing a suit, and I had my wallet sort of in the suit jacket pocket there. And because I've got Apple Pay, I can go quite a while without pulling out my wallet and using it. So for most of the night, I was using Apple Pay to pay for things, and I really hadn't thought at all about my wallet. There is a feature on the Find My app, so whenever the AirTag goes out of connection with your phone, you will receive a notification saying that the device has been left behind, like Matt's wallet has been left behind, and it will tell you the last known location of that AirTag. And I became a little bit too dependent on this notification. So I was drinking with work, I'd had a few drinks, I'd gone back to my hotel room and I'd gone to sleep. I hadn't even thought about my wallet. And then in the morning, I woke up to sort of loads of transactions in my bank cards and I'd realised that my wallet had been stolen. But for some bizarre reason, I hadn't received the notification that the AirTag had gone out of range and had been left behind. I don't know how this happened or why this happened. It could be something that the person stole my wallet knew about, or it could just be a sort of like a simple glitch in iOS, because every other time I step away from that AirTag, I do get the notification. So it's just very unfortunate. So in the morning, I checked the Find My app and I could find where my wallet was located, and it wasn't too far from the hotel that I had been staying at. So I walked to that location to find the AirTag, and because these are such common devices and everyone knows what one of these is, whoever stole my wallet knew what it was and threw it into a hedge. So it really didn't help me that much. So probably a piece of advice would be, if you've got an AirTag in your wallet, hide it, put it somewhere where it's not going to be easily seen by a thief and they're not going to chuck it out into a hedge. I do think it's quite cool that I was able to literally find an AirTag that's this big in a random hedge. It wasn't in a particularly busy area or anything like that. So, and it was thrown deep into the hedge as well. So I do think it's very cool that I was able to find the AirTag in the hedge. However, it is unfortunate that the thief knew what it was and didn't leave my wallet. At least, like, he took everything, my cards, my wallet, like the photos I had in my wallet, etc. So it was a bit of a pain. That's probably my cautionary tale with the AirTag. If you've got it in your wallet, hide it. And also don't rely on those item left behind notifications, because for some reason they don't always work. In general, I'm actually really impressed with the AirTag and do really enjoy its uses and features in my daily life, and I'm confident that if you lost your keys, wallet or backpack with an AirTag in, as long as a bad actor or a thief doesn't find it, you will be able to find your stuff again. Like, I was able to find that AirTag in a random hedge. So if you lose your keys or whatever, I'm pretty sure no matter where you lose them, realistically there's gonna be someone walking by or running by with an iPhone in their pocket, so you are gonna be able to find your stuff if you lose it. My biggest issue with the AirTag would probably be battery life. Apple claims that it will last about 12 months, and since I've owned my AirTag, I've probably changed the battery 3 or 4 times. It might just be because I'm a particularly heavy user of the tag, so I genuinely do make it beep at least once a day, usually multiple times a day. So it could just be that I'm quite a heavy user of the AirTag, so I do have to change the battery multiple times, although it is nice that you can change the battery. A very Apple thing would be to make the AirTag disposable, so yeah, I do appreciate that the battery is replaceable. If I could recommend one feature that I'd really like the AirTag to include, would be sort of a button on it that would ping your phone. So sometimes, as the clumsy person I am, I might have my wallet in my hands with my AirTag, but I'll have no idea where my phone is. So I'd really like the idea of being able to ping my phone from the AirTag. I don't think Apple is realistically going to implement that, but it would be one feature that I would definitely appreciate. So if you do have an iPhone, or if you have friends and family with iPhones and you want to buy yourself a gift or you want to buy them a gift, the AirTag is a really easy gift to recommend. For 29 quid, it's going to be used a ton. It could come in really handy if they lose one of their personal items. So the AirTag is definitely something that I recommend, especially for that low price point. Do hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks very much for watching.